What's up, kids? I'm your new camp counselor, Legitsky, and I'm here to show you around Escalator Land. Sorry, got carried away there. This actually isn't Escalator Land, but it very well might be worse. This map is called Reminiscent, and I'm going to show you guys how it plays in 50 High Team Slayer. This game, my teammates were Avoided, Slim Haley, and Cuaty, and we matched Immaculate, Slue, GunsReloaded, and MaNiaC. But enough of that, it's time to sit around the campfire and tell scary stories. So, off the rip, we do nade over on the other team's base. Essentially, their opening spawn is on this kind of elbow that leads up to a lift base, similar to Top Blue on Lockout, but obviously more exposed. So I go for the hammer, and we should probably be controlling our home base, but I figured my teammates would push in that direction. They didn't, and we actually end up losing the lead off the rip. So I spawn over on our elbow yet again, and this is actually the base you want to control. This is the far superior base. So put shots down on Slue, and then I look over at Guns, get the double kill, and I rotate back to our tower, trying to get some kind of semblance of control. I'm nading over on Slue, and I clean him up. And then Slim Haley's on the elbow with a regen looking good. I decide the position I want to take here is top mid because it's a particularly neutral position and it offers a decent amount of control and decent amount of cover. So I'm going to hang around here a lot. As you can see, I'm already on a spree, so I put shots on MaNiaC. Really, we're just trying to keep them pinched in one base, and this is the base we want to keep them in, this lift room. It's a nade alley, and it's really not the best place to be. In fact, it might be one of the worst. So pop up MaNiaC here. So this map in general is pretty basic. It's got a layout very similar to Lockout with some inspiration from, I would say, Cold Storage with all these ramps and teleporters and such, but honestly, this map, it's really hit or miss. These Sandbox Forge maps on Halo 3 tend to have pretty poor spawns, and a lot of people aren't accustomed to playing them really, particularly because they were added newer. This map was actually just recently introduced for the first time on MCC in the ranked Halo 3 Team Slayer playlist, which dropped a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, this is actually a pretty solid map. I really have nothing against it, but it's just, it can be a bit jarring with the spawns, and I don't know, it really depends on your opinion. I don't mind playing it all the time, but there are certain situations where I would prefer to play a plethora of other maps aside from this one. But anyways, as you can see, I'm still hanging around here. We've talked about map control, we've talked about the map. Let's talk about the game. So we've got a guy over on our tower, and I get backsmacked by Guns, who sneaks up on me. And now, since we're a couple dead, it's important that we get some kind of composure here, and we kind of stick to one side and try to not die off our spawns. So I get an elbow spawn, and I get my teammates to spawn here. I try to do a nifty little jump here, jump off the map. I actually didn't even know if that would work, so I wouldn't even call it nifty. I've got 9 kills right now, so I'm not doing too bad. I get a spawn where I can see Slue, and we're able to clean him up, you know. So that was actually pretty solid. Trying to stay alive here again. Unfortunately, somehow I land, and I couldn't jump again. I tried moving, and it just slid me off the map. So I just took 2 deaths in a row to fall damage. Really annoying, but... or not fall damage, rather, just falling to my death. So these guys are set up top mid, and as you can see, they're closing the gap a little bit. You can hear that nade bouncing in the lift. That's really fucking annoying. That's actually a thrown grenade that hasn't detonated because it's still moving. The game doesn't realize that the nade hasn't landed yet, so, well, it has landed. There's a guy top mid still. This is kind of frustrating me because we're in the shitty base. Looking for a regen there, which spawns in that corner. Doesn't appear to be there. And this game has actually slowed down quite considerably now from its original start. So, since the pace has changed, it's important that we adjust our pace as well. Now, MaNiaC does get a kill on Slim here, who's sneaking around, and that's kind of unfortunate. So, right now I'm going to leave MaNiaC alone. He's not important. He does soar over, and he's able to narrowly get away with killing my teammate, but then, right there, I'm able to take care of him. So I'm crouching here. I know there's a guy on the lift. Now, had I known he had overshield, I would have pushed him more aggressively, but he was able to kill me, and that's kind of annoying. My teammate Slim Haley's actually doing a lot of work right now. Shout out to my team. This is the one of the West Coast squads I ran with. We had Cuaty in here when Deciding wasn't around, and it was a lot of fun running with these guys, obviously. So, you know, these guys are my roll dogs. I've literally played every single game of Ranked Slayer I've played with Avoided and Slim, so I can't say enough good things about them. I really can't. They've got YouTube channels as well, so I think I'll take this time to let you guys know that I'm going to link Avoided's and Slim Haley's YouTube channels down in the pinned comment below, so make sure to check that out. Make sure to check out their channels. Slim's got a lot of great content, and so does Avoided, so be sure to show them some love. Sub, like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 you know all that shit. The Slayer playlist is a lot of fun, though. Like I said in a previous video, you've got a lot of really great map waiting, and... Okay, check this out. So these guys are pushing over the elbow. We've still got a lead. We'll talk about Slayer in a sec. But I crouch here like a pussy, back-to-back MaNiaC, and then take care of Slue, and then Immaculate is here. Now, I don't know what happened there. I just, I kind of froze up, and I wasn't able to kill him, and my bubble got stuck in the nades. Well, my nade got stuck in the bubble. That was kind of annoying, but... It's whatever, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. We're still up 13. I got a terrible spawn and I die. Now, I started dying a lot here. I had a really solid start. I'm still leading the pack in kills in the lobby, but quite a few deaths, and it only goes up from here. Nice little nade shot here on Immaculate, grabbing the hammer, and then I'm trying to stay alive. I know I'm pressured here. I'm in a bad position. I know they're looking at me from both bottom, mid, and under their portal side. So I have to get my shields back. I have to kind of finesse my way out of this situation. I figured jumping top mid would be the move, but I decided to bait this guy, who I think is Slue, and actually end up getting a pretty worthy trade on him by knocking him off the map. So we are ever looming closer towards that finishing score, number 50, and we are 10 off. So even with this 14-point lead, it's important we play our own game and we don't falter. Like I said, the spawns are pretty horrendous, so if we get put on spawn a couple times, then we are in for a lot of trouble. So it's important that we just kind of set up, play smart. This is a very setup-oriented team, particularly Slim Haley and Avoideds. So playing with these two is a lot of fun. Immaculate, it was just kind of loitering here. I didn't see him, wasn't able to trade. That kind of frustrated me. I know custom power-up should be up soon, judging by the times, obviously. If you go by standard times, it's always going to be 850, 550, 250, and 550 just passed. I decided to take the gamble since we have a lead. I know Immaculate's here, and I'm figuring, you know what? Maybe he doesn't have that overshield. He would have moved off the spawn if he had it, and I was right, and I was able to get a worthy trade. So, right now, it looks like our tower's being contested. Avoided gets a really clutch kill here, maintaining our tower control. We're able to portal back now without any trouble. Were that not the case, these guys would have controlled both towers, and we would have been in a lot of trouble. That would have put us in a position where we would have been stuck on the elbows, which is absolutely fucking terrible. There's not a worse place on the map you could be stuck than those two elbows. So... decided to hang out top mid here. I've got a brute shot, and I'm figuring I should be able to kill somebody here, but, you know, since these guys are not going to be aggressively poking too much, unless you're MaNiaC who just holds forward, I'm not going to be able to pick off a kill that easily. Guns is here on that elbow, and I'm trying to get shots on him. MaNiaC spawns there, so I decided to shift my attention. Obviously, shifting your attention is important there. You can't get tunnel vision on one guy. That can really sidetrack you if you're not paying attention. So Slim tries to get a trade here, and it works. Then I brute shot Slue, get the trade, and with 2 kills left, really, it's just a matter of how we decide to finish this game up. So, right here, this is the worst spawn I've ever fucking gotten on this map. That was absolutely fucking horrendous. And then I die, so that was even better. But the game ends, and oof, that is eye cancer. But that is how I got my foot stuck in an old lady's toilet. So this game, I had 16 kills and quite a few deaths and assists, but it was a small price to pay for winning the game. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me play this map, and let me know what you think of Reminiscent down in the comments below. And what do you want to see from me in the future? If you guys like Forge maps, let me know. Share your thoughts, and I'll catch you next summer. Later, kids.